Why not to protect it through the patent rights? So I'm just giving you a glance how the government has given lots of facilities for protecting the innovations for startups and the natural persons who are filing the patents. First benefit: whenever a natural person like a student like you or an innovator or a startup, a budding startup, wish to file a patent, there is a 80% rebate on the filing fees. You can see here in the slide, the filing fees for companies are 8,000, whereas for startups and individual persons, it is just 1,600 through e-filing. Fee for request for early publication. It's very important to publish your publication early because that is the first processing step. Whenever we file our patent, it should be published on the site of Indian Patent Office, and then further processing starts. Normally, it takes 18 months to publish after filing, but whenever we want, we can fill a Form 9 and can process our application for early publication. And for that, we have to just pay 2,500. Whereas for companies, it is, you can see here, that is too much. We can also, once it is published, then we can go for request for examination. So whatever you innovate, whatever you apply for a patent, it is being examined by the patent office, and based on the patentability criteria, based on the uniqueness, novelty of your project, patent is granted. It takes about 1 year, more than 1 year in a normal process. But yes, you can go for a expedited examination also. And for that, you have to fill a form 18A, that is a request for examination, and just at the rate of 8,000 rupees your expedited examination can be conducted. And see here, it can be done within 105 days. Many of the innovators ask me, like, madam, why to go for patent it takes about 5-6 years? Yes, true, it takes, but you should be aware that government has given you so much facilities that they are providing you all expedited process at a very nominal cost. So it can be done. You can see for companies it is 60,000. So it can be completed within 105 days. So just you can see the timeline for your patent. First of all, those who think that patent filing and prosecuting is a long process, no, it is never a long process. Once you file a patent, it takes about 1 day. It takes about actually 1 hour for e-filing. And then whenever you file the request for early publication, it could be am I audible perfectly or it's not audible?
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible. Not an issue.
Okay. Okay, fine. So it all can be done. You can see here, once we file a patent, it takes about filing, it takes about just 1 day. Request for, after filing request for early publication, it takes about just 15 days maximum. Maximum is 1 month, 15 days to 1 month, even in 1 week. So you can expect that within 5 to 6 months after filing a patent application, you can get the grant certificate also. But for that, a preparation is very important. And that's why I will just make you aware how to prepare it, so that whenever you file, you can get your patent granted within 6 months. Because we believe now in expedited processes. Nobody has time. Once somebody innovates something, they should reach the market as quick as possible. One more facility has given by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi is that 90% refund on application withdrawals. Suppose for students, somewhere they are not very not very experienced about the project. It happens that their project is not so much complete. They couldn't succeed in completing their project well, or somewhere it's not so like beneficial. They think that it cannot be patentable, so they can withdraw their application. And on withdrawing, there would be a refund of 90% of the patent fees. So patent fee would be almost refunded to the innovator. But it can be done only when before the FER, first FER issue. So first examination report means once you have filed your patent, it is published also, you have filed the request for examination, then you are thinking that no, I'm thinking my report of examination will not come in a better way, I have not done a better work, and you think that my fees was very important for me that I lost during this process, you can request the patent office for the withdrawal of your application, and there would be 90% refund of the fees. So much facilities for an individual person, startups have been given. So definitely they should go forward for protecting their innovations. And one more advantage is that tax exemption for 3 years. If somebody registered their company as a startup, it is actually very good to register, because nowadays that charges are also very nominal. And once a company is registered, there would be a tax exemption for 3 years. Clear? Now, how to exactly go for the patent? So we will see there are many types of patent applications, like ordinary application, that is a professional or complete application that a normal startup or normal student file. That is an ordinary application, and we are claiming our priority in just one country. Suppose Indian application. Convention, whenever we seek priority in all countries of the world together. Patent of addition, whenever we think after filing that some additions could have been made, but I couldn't add that time, but now things are coming in my mind, and now I wish to add some more innovative steps in my project. So for that, patent of addition process is there, in that you can file another application in addition to the earlier patent application. So that would be just a part of your earlier application. That is, I'm making some more improvement. Suppose you have prepared a motorbike, and now you are thinking that I could have attached more valves, more filtering system, more smokeless system in the same bike that I have protected. You can file a patent of addition, and there is no separate charges for filing patent of addition. Then there is no renewal fees. There is no anything to be charged for that, and your patent of addition will be counted as an improvement claim. So that facility is being given. Divisional application. Whenever what happen, many time people file many innovations in a single patent application. Suppose you have discovered or protected a new helmet, a new motorbike, a new bike gear, and simultaneously filed a single patent application for all the type of innovations. So patent office feel that there should be separate patent applications for your helmet, your gear, your bike, your anything that you have claimed. So they can raise an objection that file separate patent applications and pay separate fees, because they feel that you are actually protecting lot many things in a single application. So they may raise objection. So patent is divided into other many patent applications and filed separately. So that is a divisional application. PCT international application. Here, like the whole world through the PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty, have taken an decision that once a patent is filed in a single country, there is a time of 31 months to enter in other countries also, and priority date will be the same as they have filed in their first country. Clear? So suppose today you have invented, in other parts of the world somebody else has also invented, but who has invented first? Those who have filed first. So once like innovation come in the mind and somebody has filed in Indian Patent Office, priority date become of that person. Sure. And they have still a time of, there are a lot many processes like publication, examination through WIPO, that is the World Intellectual Property Organization. And after all this process, still there is a 31 months time to decide to enter in all other countries. So 152 countries are the members of PCT, and innovators have a full right to enter in any of the country whenever they decide. So this is a system of PCT international application, and whenever like international applicant enter a national phase after 31 months, it become a national phase application. So PCT national phase application is the application which is filed at the end of 31 months in the designated countries. So this is again a big part, but normally the students that are filing in India file an ordinary application that is provisional or complete. So we should go deep inside that. First, we should see what is a provisional patent application. In India, there is a system of first to file. The person who has filed first will have the priority number, priority date, and rights would be that person. Suppose today somebody has invented, the same day your friend also has invented, but today person A has filed the patent application and got the priority number. Another person might have the same time of like getting the idea in their mind, but they filed after person A. So the patent rights would always be with the person A who has filed first. So whenever an idea come in the mind, first thing we should do is to file a patent application and get a priority date. That is the first and foremost thing for winning a patent. So we should have the earlier patent filing date. Benefits are many. Any dispute in the ownership will be decided in favor of the first applicant who has the first priority date. And we should see when an inventor file a provisional patent application, whenever some idea come in their mind, why it should be done. First of all, whenever a provisional application is filed, there is a 12 months time period till the complete specification can be filed. Means within 12 months, complete specification could be filed. So there is a buffer time, there is a thinking time, there is a decision time. But remember, whatever you file in your provisional, your complete is totally based on that. So suppose I'm deciding to do something. So I should write and plan it in a very elaborate way, that what I am going to do. Because once you file a provisional, then your complete should be based on that. You cannot file a different complete. Like I have filed the provisional because that idea came in my mind, but now some more ideas have came, so I have added and make it a different one. Then patent office will consider the priority date as your complete. Means whenever you file a complete, that will be different from provisional. So always remember, your provisional is the base and your complete will be totally based on your provisional. Should not be different from that. So it is very good to draft your rough claims while filing the provisional. You see all the features of the innovation, and finally you decide that what has to be done and how it is to be done. Whenever a provisional patent application is filed, what points to be considered? First of all, scope of innovation. In provisional patent application, what is the scope exactly? What areas you are going to cover? That at least must be mentioned in that. There is a time of 12 months. In that you are working on the claims of the provisional only. Suppose my objective is to do this, do this, do this. So work on that only. And try to cover those scopes that you have mentioned in the provisional. And in this 12 months time period, if a complete specification is not filed, your application is deemed to be abandoned. Deemed to be abandoned is a very term that is very confusing. Somebody think that my application is abandoned. No, it is not abandoned. It means you can post date your application. Suppose in 12 months time period, your project is not complete and you need 4 months more. What you can do, you can post date your application, and now your date of filing complete specification will be the provisional application date. And now again you have 12 months to complete your project, and within again 12 months you can file your complete specification. So always remember, suppose today I filed my provisional, the next year, the same day, I have to complete my complete specification. But I couldn't do it. So I request the patent office that change the date of complete as my provisional, and now give me again 12 months to complete my project and file the complete specification. So yes, again you have more months, but problem is that you will be lagged behind by 12 months. If somebody else has filed earlier than you during this time period, you will be lagged behind by 12 months. That would be a problem. Otherwise, your invention will never go anywhere. What are the documents? What documents need to be filed while filing a patent application? This is very important. So these are the forms that need to be filed. First is a form 1, that we apply for the grant of patent. Here the details are there. I'm just going to explain. Form 2 is a provisional or complete specification. Clear. I will also explain what is the difference between both of them. Form 5 is declaration of inventorship. Suppose applicant is not an inventor. Applicant is your organization, your college. and inventor is student. So in that case, form 5 has to be filled and applicant has to state that this is the true inventor of the project. Clear? In case the applicant is also an inventor, both are same, no need to file form 5. Clear? Form 26 is power of attorney whenever patent is filed by a patent agent, and then only form 26 has to be filled. Otherwise, it is not required. If you are filing by yourself only, it is not required. E-filing fees for patent filing is 1600. Form 3 is filed, it is mandatory. Form 3 is mandatorily filed. It is a form which states that I'm not filing in any foreign country. Or if I file in any foreign country, I will inform the Indian Patent Office. So that is written in the Form 3 and that has to be necessarily filed by all innovators. Another thing is illustrations and drawing of the invention. Because your students and faculty members are from the mechanical engineering, there are many drawings, illustrations in the innovations. So that has to be separately filed. Now we will see how it works. See, how to first proceed. So step 1 of patent filing. It is the idea incubation phase. So whenever some idea come in our mind, we have to think, what is my invention is all about? What problem exactly it is solving? What is my field of innovation? What is the advantage of my innovative idea? Is it really solving some problem, or it is just a duplicate, or it is just a repetition of earlier done work? Then what are the elements or components of my innovative idea? Elements means what components I am using, how they are working together. Now it is very important that my components are not just assembled components. They should support each other. There should be a unity of invention, means all your elements are working together to support each other and making a unique product together, not just assembling something. Assembled products are not patentable as per the Patent Act. Then you have to draw a block diagram, a device, a flow chart, exactly how my innovation will work, because Patent Office prefers such document. Then it is very important to know how your innovation is better than the existing prior art. What is the technical advancement that is being added? What are the innovative steps that have been added? And how much human intervention is there? Okay. It really gives a lot of points, lot of support in grant of the patent. And another thing, who are the competitors and how I am better than the competitors? Because normally patent office sees already such product is there in market, then why do you want to introduce your product? What is the more technically advanced features in your product? So this should be highlighted. Now how to know that it is more advanced or not? So you have to do a patentability search. What has been patented earlier? What is the earlier prior art? What are the components that have been done? I should not do the same components, first of all, because if you prepare the same component, use the same component, that company will sue you for infringement. First thing is that. Another point, what has been done in the past, I have to be better than them. I have to be technically advanced. Then only I would be considered for my patent rights. So we do the patent search. There are many sites for patent search. Many paid and free sites are also there. WIPO is the excellent site where you can find all the patents inside the world. So patent office says that your project must be novel. Novel means it should never be reported earlier in the past, in any of the patents, in any of the literatures, in newspapers, in conference proceedings, in abstracts, in any of the published, either through recordings or through paper publication. So if you have published your paper by chance, or like if your project is very novel and you have given an interview to the newspaper, it is published, what can be done? But still you want to file a patent. File the patent application within 12 months of such event. Then patent office will consider that. Remember, 12 months lapse time is there. This is the grace period. Within 12 months, your patent application must reach to the Indian Patent Office. But I suggest whenever an idea come in your mind, why not to file a provisional application and then publish your innovation in any paper, conference, anywhere you can go. You are free to go. But first, get your priority date from the patent office. So we should be first novel, because if itself we shouldn't destroy our novelty by publicizing it to anywhere. But it's very important to know. अब यहाँ पे एक point आता है. Suppose if I'm saying your project must be novel, never be known to somebody. But suppose for trial purpose, just for example, I'm giving that some civil engineering students have made a pavement and they wish to test it. Without testing, they cannot claim that this is strong, this is durable. So what they can do, they can experiment on a small pathway, very small, very restricted. And very selected people were allowed to cross that. And during this experimentation, they are analyzing the durability of the pavement. Clear? That cement. So if it is done just for experimental purpose, for a very restricted area with restricted group of people, then novelty is not destroyed, because that is for experimental purpose. So it should be documented well, which area covered, how many people used it, and then you have to document. Means you do not need to use it for public purpose. Just for experimental purpose, if some trial has been done, patent office will consider it. Okay, so it is done. But if it is just for publicizing purpose, or it is just for like use purpose, then patent office consider it as a like it is not novel. So just protect your novelty in that way. Innovation, what is being done, it should have an industrial application. Simple meaning, it should be scalable. Once made, it can be made in the same way and consistently produce the same kind of product every time it is made. So it should then only you can say that whenever I'm going to manufacture it, I will get the same kind of product every time I prepare. So you have to document the reproducibility data. How much my product is reproducible, performance data, consistent performance data. So that is the industrial application. And non-obviousness is very important, that innovative features must be there. So patent search can be done at the WIPO site, World Intellectual Property Organization. That is, the website is www.wipo.int. And in patent scope, in the site there is a window of patent scope, where you can search all the patents filed throughout the world. Yeah. And remember, if it is filed or found anywhere in the world, it is your prior art. You have to be different from that. Now you are saying it is patented in US, but I want to patent in India. Can I use the same innovation? No. It shouldn't be reported anywhere in the world. Definitely, patent is a territorial right. And once you get the patent of your product in India, you can market only in India. You cannot go in any other country. That's true. But it shouldn't be reported earlier in the world. So novelty must be there. So it should be a search for all patents throughout the world. Then only patent office will consider it as a novel product. Because nowadays PCT routes are there, convention routes are there. It's not possible that people get their product patented in their own country and repeat the product filed in other world. I don't know whether China is doing the same or not. I don't have any comments over it, but yes, this is totally not allowed. So once you do the patent search, you have an idea that yes, the same product has not been made earlier in the past, and I can do it. If this product is being made, still I'm adding innovative features and making it better, technically advanced. So yes, I can file the patent. So just you have to be sure before filing the patent application. So definitely patent search is a very important part that should never be skipped. It should be done definitely. The step 3 is the patent drafting. Once you have your patent search report and now you are very sure that my product is different, better, you have to draft your patent application. So there are many rules of drafting, and those who wish to draft themselves, I'm going to teach them how to exactly draft your patent application and how to draft the claims of your product so that it could be totally covered. it should be protected from infringement, and also it should not infringe others' patent. Because so we have to take care for both of the things. Now, step 4 is filing. Once you have drafted your patent application, in provisional patent application, you don't need the claims. So what you need, I will explain to you exactly what do you need. So filing of patent application require just less than 1 day. I normally have filed in even half an hour. It can be done. Fees is 1600. Once you file the provisional application, you will get your priority date. Clear? Time and date of filing you receive. You receive a receipt, and now your innovation is safe. Safe for your rights. You have secured a priority date. You have like protected it, so you don't need to worry about the confidentiality. Now you can discuss with your friends. If the students are here, normally they post it on social media that I have received this such kind of product. Yeah, true, you should get appreciated, but after patent filing only do that. So your safety of innovation will be maintained, and now you can publish your papers, you can go in conference and do that. So everything must be there, because in academics we consider that yeah, paper publications are important for you, but after patent filing. Publication of application on the site of Indian Patent Office. This is very important to be done, because without this step, your patent will not be examined. It will not be open to the public. Even for oppositions, pre-grant oppositions, it will not be opened. So applications are automatically getting published at the end of 18 months. But if you wish to do an expedited process, you can fill the form 9, and by paying a fee of 2500, your early publication can be done within 1 week or 15 days. Maximum time is 1 month. So it will be published on the site of Indian Patent Office, that you can easily see by going. The URL is www.ipindia.nic.in. Yes, some questions are there. Priority. Okay, so priority is whenever we file a provisional application. So just once we file, automatically we will get the priority date, priority number. It means we have filed the patent application. My innovation has reached the patent office. It is recorded. So now nobody claim that he has or she has done earlier than me, because patent office considered that those who file first is the filer. Clear? Means idea has come in their mind first. Suppose I'm giving the same product, another is showing the same product. Who has prepared the product first? Those who have filed first. So priority dating means date given by patent office, and that date and number is mentioned on the receipt once it is filed. And even for seconds, if somebody had just filed 2 seconds later than me, the rights will be for me. If the invention is the same, patent will be granted to me. So even second matter, even minutes matter. So whenever idea come in the mind and you have filed, then I think half done, half work is done. Your novelty will be there. Because mind is there. How many ideas come in a mind in a day? 60,000. So I think many people are thinking in the same way. So priority dating is very important. First to file system. Request for examination. Once the patent is published, clear, then applicant make a request for examination. Once the request for examination is done, patent office open the application for pre-grant opposition. Clear? Before filing the examination request, patent office doesn't open it for any opposition. Clear? So once application is open for opposition, some opposition can come from anybody. Clear? Anybody for pre-grant. Okay, so somebody can raise the objections. If somebody doesn't raise, patent examiner may raise some objections. So what they do after filing the request for examination, they search your patent on the other patent websites, and if they find a similar work done in the past, they simply write in the examination report that work is not novel, because the same work has been done in the past, and they can give you the reference also. in this patent application it was earlier reported, in this paper it was earlier reported, in this conference it was reported. So while answering to the examination report, you have to justify, no, that paper says this, I am different from that. Because normally examiners do not consider your innovation like you understand. So you can justify, you can plead, and definitely there is a full time of that. Patent office gives you minimum 6 months for doing that. You can prepare your examination report, you can file again, you can fight. There's an ample time of doing that. So request for examination can be done. Normally request for examination can be done by paying a fee of 4,000 and we have to fill the form 18. But this takes about 1 year. And request for examination can be filed within 48 months from the date of filing. So suppose today I have filed my application in a normal way. After 18 months it is getting published. Then I'm filing request for examination. So this filing of request for examination can be done within 48 months from the date of filing. So 48 months are how much? You can see that 4 years. 4 years time is there still from the date of filing. But if you wish to go for expedited process, you can fill the form 18A, pay the double fee, 8,000, and then this can be done, means your examination can be completed within 105 days. Okay. But your request can be done within 48 months, anytime. Remember, you have 4 years to file the request for examination. Yeah, whenever you file the form 18A, patent office become expedited. They do it fastly and submit you the examination report within 105 days. Okay. So by filling such forms, by paying extra fees, actually we are requesting patent office to do the processing of our application fastly. And after faster processing, we can get our patent earlier. So that is a point. For industries, it really matters because they have to commercialize as early as possible. Response to objections. Suppose now patent office has raised many objections. Just I said they are saying your application is not novel, you have not submitted industrially applicable data, scalable data, many objections. So what you have to do, you have to reply to objections. So if you are very sure, no, I am different, I am innovative, reply them, justify it. But if you are not sure, a little bit, we should have enough flexibility in our minds. No, I think that time I couldn't think more over it. Now I'm thinking, no, it's not so novel. What you can do, you can amend it, you can modify it, and again refile. You can remove some of the things that are matching with the earlier application, and the modified claims can be refiled again. So first thing is that whenever you are very sure, fight for it. If you are not sure, amend it and refile it. So patent office will accept the amended application and can give you the grant for your amended application. So yeah, there are always a chance of getting the grant of the patent. It should be wisely decided that time, like how sure you are about your innovation. So there is enough time for that. You can take your enough time and can answer. Once this process is done, then if controller is satisfied that either you have replied or you have amended your application, they give you a grant of patent application. Okay. With a seal of patent office, and date of grant is registered in the register of patents. Now you have an exclusive right of 20 years. 20 years from date of filing. Suppose 2 years have lapsed during this process, you have 18 years to commercialize your product. Okay. And suppose you have gone through a normal process and it took about 6 years, you have 14 years left for commercializing. So your patent is there, but patent should be renewed every year for to make it live. Yeah, it shouldn't be lapsed. So renewal is important. So now just in a nutshell, you have to file a patent application first with a provisional. Whenever your project is not complete, just file a provisional application. If your project is complete, file a complete specification, no need of filing provisional. You will get a priority date with your complete. In complete specification, all data must be there about your project. Your claims must be there. Okay. If you have filed provisional, you have to file complete within 12 months from provisional. Otherwise, it will be deemed to be abandoned, and you can post date your application. Your date of filing complete will be now become your date of filing provisional, and you will have again 12 months more, and you will be back by 12 months. Okay. After filing complete specification only, it would be published. Provisionals are never published by Indian Patent Office. So publication is done. After publication, when request for examination is done, then your application will be opened for pre-grant opposition. In your application, find out the loopholes, the problems, and then they issue a first examination report. So that will be sent to you through mail. After receiving the first examination report, what an innovator should do? They should prepare the answer to first examination report. So reply has to be made, and objection should be answered well, or your application should be amended. Both of the options are there. If objections are answered, patent office is satisfied, it is granted. Otherwise, it will be abandoned. So anyhow, your patent application will be disposed within here. This is the normal process I'm telling. Like it takes about 6 to 9 months. Again, for reply 6 to 9 months. So it takes about 1.5 to 2 years. In normal process, patent office does all this thing within 3 months. Clear. So grant of patent can be done. Now, I'm just giving you a glimpse of the forms. In Form 1, this is the application for grant of patent. Here, you have to fill your name, nationality, your address, your details. Are you going to the PCT route? If not, just write not applicable. Convention route, divisional. If it is just a normal application, you have to just write here not applicable. Clear? Then declarations are there, nothing much. Your signatures, fee details. Clear? You dated this. Then Form 2. Form 2 is the main body of your patent application. It looks like this. Your title of invention, your details, your name, address, nationality. If it is a provisional, then you have to write down your, I'm just giving you what a provisional application contain and what a complete application contain. So provisional, as you know, you have your ideas in your mind, you do not have the data. You have to just write the field of innovation, background, like a review paper. And you have to write down your plan of work. In complete, you have to jot down every summary, every description, all the claims, full features of your innovation. So in description is important. Claim is not mandatory in provisional. Clear? Date and signature, then abstract means all about your project. This is the technical part. Form 2. Form 3 is a simple declaration that I am not filing in any foreign country. Or if I file in foreign country, I will inform the patent office. So you have to just write down your name, nationality, and just put your signatures. Nothing much. Other things are already written. Form 5 is only filed whenever applicant and inventors are different. Somewhere applicant is the sponsor, means yeah, I'm sponsoring, so I will be the applicant. The organization could be the applicant, and innovators is always a student or faculty members. So in that case, Form 5 need to be filled. So applicant declare that this person is the true inventor of the project. So Form 5 is not mandatory whenever applicant and inventors both are same, but mandatory when different. Form 9 is the request for publication. It is only being filed whenever we want an early publication. Clear? So here we have to pay a fee of 2,500. If we don't want early publication, just leave it, file and forget it. Within 18 months, it will be automatically published by Indian Patent Office. Now form 18A, 18 is for normal request for examination. It is mandatory to be done. Patent office will never examine your patent unless until you request. So request can be done in form 18. And if you want this to be done at an expedited pace, you have to file form 18A. And fee is double. It is 8,000. Normally it is 4,000. But this is a mandatory form for examination. So this should be done. Contents. What should be the content of a patent application? So I'm telling you what is there in a provisional and what could be added in whenever you file the complete. So first of all, title of invention. How it should be written? It should be normally within 15 words. Okay. And it should reflect the main art of invention. It should be very precise and meaningful. Suppose if I am writing a steering mechanism incorporating an automatic feedback circuits. So it seems that what I'm preparing. Exactly, the product name should be there. And what is the major component that will act? So just try to make it in such a way that it should not be too specific. It should not be too broad. Just write down the name of product and the basic element of the product within 15 words. The next part in a patent application comes is the field of invention. Field means what is the scope. What suppose you are making a mechanized instrument, mechanized vehicle, auto, like battery operated cars. You have to write in that way that it is a electronic device for vehicles. So easily patent office can identify the field in which you are working. Okay. So nature of invention must be written there. Background of invention, simply meaning what have been done in the past. Why you are doing it? Because it has not been done in the past. This is my background. So need of the innovation can be done. Need is the word which suggests that it is not available, so I am doing. It is useful, so I am doing. And whatever has been reported earlier in the past doesn't suffice the requirements, so I am preparing it. So it should be clearly written, like earlier patent search report says this innovation, and I am better than this in that way. So it should be written like this. So here your patent search part come and your justification come. Why I am preparing and how I am different. Object of invention. Advantages, but it should be separate advantages should be written in separate points. First point, first advantage of my invention is this, another objective is this, another objective is this. In that way you have to draft it. Okay. So it shouldn't be a jumbled long sentence, it should be separate advantages. Then statement of invention, what exactly you are preparing, what is the novel feature, what is the innovative feature. Exact inventiveness must be mentioned there. Summary of invention. Everything must be written. Broad overview about your elements of the product, the working of your product, how it could be made, the purpose, what is the problem solved, all should be written in the summary. Then drawings. We have to draw the components exactly to make the people understand, to make the patent office understand. So whenever we make a drawing, suppose I'm making a drawing of a car seat that is very comfortable, or a adjustable or movable kind of seat, or like a rotatable or movable steering wheel. So we have to draw a diagram. Diagram should be totally illustrated by numerals which can define the parts. So brief description of drawing means, suppose if I made a drawing and labeled different parts, description says that label 1 is the seat cover, level 2 is the back part, level 3 is the adjusting mechanism. Okay. So labels must be elaborated. So that is the description of drawings. You have to describe your drawing. Detailed description of invention. Here you have to write everything about your project such that any person skilled in the art can make it. So patent office says that you have to disclose your innovation in such a way that anybody who has skilled in that art, suppose any mechanical engineering student, can just go through the patent and able to prepare it. In that way you have to write down. all detail in like fully the best mode of application, how you are preparing it in that way, and then you have to write down the claims. Claim is mandatory in complete specification because you have all the data. In provisional, it is not mandatory because patent office knows that just for a priority dating you have filed, you don't have the data and you are now working over your project. So you have 12 months time to prepare. Claims. Claim is a main body of the patent application, complete patent specification. So first claim should be an independent claim, and all subsequent claims are dependent on that. Simply meaning I'm saying that I'm making a product with those elements, with those innovative features, that is my independent claim. Now, what are the innovative features? What are the elements are the subsequent claims, because all are dependent on the first claim. Okay. So this is the syntax of claim drafting, and that is very important for acceptance of your patent application. So first start with the broadest claim and then narrow it down one by one. There are many types of claim. Okay. Patent claim format I'm suggesting to you. First, parts of a claim: preamble, transition phrase, and the body. So what are those things? We will see. Preamble. Preamble means a category of invention, an apparatus, a device, a method, a process. What is that exactly? So suppose for just a very simple example, if I'm telling like it should be very consistent with the title of innovation and must say the objective. Suppose if I'm saying my object of invention is to cook rice, so my preamble would be an apparatus for cooking. This is the best way of writing it. Suppose if I'm writing an apparatus for cooking grains, somebody else can prepare the same product and can write an apparatus for cooking vegetables. So what will I do? My market would not be captured by me, but other competitors I'm inviting by myself only. So why not to write it an apparatus for cooking only? Because I'm covering all things. So this is very important to write the preamble. What exactly? A mechanical device, a vehicle, a bike, a car. First write in that way. So preamble is your product. Then comes like there are many ways of preamble. You can if you have your projects in your hand, you can even write down your preamble and can later show me. Tomorrow also you can show me, and you can like get some suggestions, some interaction whether the preamble is correct or not. So you can draw your preamble for your project right now. So first, what exactly your product is, and do not make it in such a way that it become very narrow, very broad. Make it in that way. So these are the example of preambles. What exactly? It could be a method, it could be a product, it could be a process. Now these are all the like example of preamble. Non-motorized vehicle. This is my object. So I will write a preamble like a non-motorized land vehicle. Why? Because if I write a non-motorized vehicle, it means I'm infringing all the vehicles which are non-motorized but not running on land. Clear? It could run on water. It could run on anywhere. Another is mounting telephone. Suppose a device for mounting a telephone. So in that way, we can draw our preamble. Transition phrase. Now, transition phase is what? Which connect the preamble with the body of the claim. So connection could be through open ends or through closed ends. So if I'm telling, including, containing, characterizing, it means it include this, it contain this, it may contain something other. Okay. So if I have to expand the scope, okay, then I have to write like the words which are open-ended. Suppose if I'm writing an apparatus comprising, so it is comprising of these many things: component 1, component 2, component 3, but it may contain something other. So it is a good way of writing, that is should be open-ended. But again, there is also a risk, like if you are writing comprising, it means some other components are also there. Patent office may raise objections. Write down those components. What are the other components? It may not infringe others. So if you are very sure that you can work this with a lot many components and nobody else has done it, then only write like this. comprising. And a very important thing I'm going to say, it should all the components must be connected to each other. Component A is a plurality of printed pages. Component B, a binding configured to hold the printed pages, means they are connected. Third, a cover attached to the binding. So you can see in every sentence, they are actually supporting each other. So patent examiner wants such kind of claim in which your components are not just listed, but supporting each other, correlating each other to make a unity of invention. I'm not assembling my product. I'm not listing my products, because assembled rearrangements is considered as non-patentable. So write in it such a way that every part is linked, support each other to make a unity of invention. So it should be written in that way. So this syntax I'm also telling you. First of all, a preamble is written, an apparatus, then a comma, comprising transition phrase. After transition phrase, there is always a colon. Clear? And then the components are written separated by semicolon. The last component is written by writing the word and. Clear? So this is the basic syntax of writing it: preamble, comma, transition phrase, colon, component A, semicolon, component B, semicolon, and at the last joined by the and. Never keep it open again. Clear? Because open again means like you have a confidence that again more and more components will be attached. So patent office may raise objection. So just connect it in that way and complete it. Then closed page. Closed page means cover only the elements which are named, not any other element. So suppose if I'm writing essentially consisting of. If I'm writing consisting, it means some other could be there. If I'm writing consisting of, it means none other than ABC. So if somebody else can prepare using component D. Yeah. So here I'm expanding it to prevent others. Here I'm giving opportunity to enter in my innovation, because they can prepare the same product, but they will use component E, anything which is similar to all these components can be there. But yes, I just say that for students, for faculty members, they shouldn't be so much broad, because they normally in such short time span, they cannot repeat the process using n number of components. They can use like some few components. So why not to keep it close? Just keep it close. Use the word consisting of. Do not infringe others. Just get your patent granted. Why to go in other patent? Why to infringe others? So for academics, I always suggest that use a closed phrase. For industry people, they have like a very lucrative option. They wish to like open it to make it broad. That doesn't allow anybody to enter, because they have to enter the market. They have to monopolize the product. Clear? But also in the same way, they have to face lot of objections by the patent office. They have to fight. They have to do the litigations for years, and then they get their patent granted. So there are scenarios how much you are like confident to fight with the patent office. So this is open, doesn't allow anybody to prepare similar like you. This is closed. They can allow somebody to prepare like you, but patent office may not raise more objections in that. They say that yeah, your product is just that like that only. Okay, acceptable. So, but you can see here. Here I'm writing 50% component A, semicolon, 25% component B, and 25% component C. What I'm doing here, I'm just listing. Patent office say, is it just an arrangement, just a mixture, just a assembly? So as per the section 3, that is the non-patentable invention, they fall in that category. They simply write in objection, these are the arrangements of product. So not patentable. What to do then? I will write 50% A component, clear? Then 25% B component, which can be mixed with component A, and 25% component C, which make a composite mixture for this purpose and in combination with component A and B. So in that way, I'm correlating, I'm joining them and supporting them. So you have to make a unity of invention in that way. There are many examples we can see here. One example is this apparatus for holding item, preamble, comprising transition phrase. This is the body of the claim. So this is green in color. This is acceptable. This is a good way of writing claim. So here I have written one component separated by semicolon and then and a top configured to support at least one leg. Simply meaning my component B is supporting my component A. And so they are acceptable. Here you can see an apparatus for holding item comprising 4 legs, 16 screws and a top. No, it will not be acceptable. Patent office, is it just assembly? Are they connected with each other? So they should connect with each other. Your product is a single one, not like different component. This is a single product made of different components. So you have to write like this, the first one. The second way of writing is wrong, where we are just merely listing a parts. Clear? So in that way claim is being drafted. Just for example, this is a racket. Claim is a game device comprising a handle, a head portion and a protrusion. Not acceptable. Claim rejected by patent office. What is acceptable? A game device, preamble, comma, transition phrase, colon, then component A, semicolon, component B connected to component A, semicolon, and component C is also connected with both of the components. So this is the right way of writing a patent claim. That is the acceptable one. Okay. So if you write in that way, very minor objections will be raised and your patent will go very smoothly. So always remember to connect the parts together. So improvement claim is also very acceptable by patent office, where you list the improvements that you are bringing in your patent claim. Suppose if I'm writing here, a game device having a handle, a throat portion and a head portion connected to the throat portion, wherein the improvement comprises a protrusion being secured to the handle. So I'm writing here where I'm bringing out the improvement. And here the improvement ke pehle just you have to write down the word wherein, means where the improvement lies. So this is the Jepson claim, and here the preamble is statement of your innovation, transition phrase is where the improvement comprise, and body is what is the novel feature. So in that way also it could be written. This is a Jepson claim, and yeah, it has its own features. It should be written whenever you are actually claiming an innovation and you have to just justify your project, you have to write like this. Means plus function claims are there, wherever actually you are citing the function and the means of your work. Suppose I'm writing here an apparatus for cooking rice comprising a means for holding rice, means a mean for doing this, and a heater configured to heat the rice holding means. I'm totally elaborating what is doing what purpose, for which function is performed by which component. So in that way, if it is written, also this is a very good writing way of writing the patent claim. Another example, game device comprising a handle and a head portion connected to the handle, characterized in that an anti-slippage means is secured to the handle. You can write in this way too. But always remember your preamble, your transition, this is transition phase, characterize in that. And your novel feature or your function must be attached in this way. So definitely you can write like even your syntax must be correct, your way of writing must be correct, or your improvement must be totally highlighted. Patent claim format already I've explained you. Just for example, comma, preamble from transition phrase, colon separate the transition phrase from the body, and small paragraphs are separated from each other through semicolons. At the last, you can write and. So this is the way of writing it. A computer comprising processor, a memory, and a bus configured to transmit data between the memory and the processor. It is well connected, clear, and they are well in syntax. So this is the best way of writing a patent claim. Claim phrases are many. You can practice with your own patent. You can draft your own claim. Clear? In that way, claim sets. Now, how to draft the claims from broadest to narrowest. First of all, you have to write an independent claim, that is the broadest claim. It stands alone. It is the full feature of the innovation, and then other claims are dependent on that. Okay. which is actually elaborating the first broadest claim. Okay. So how it is written, we will see. See, the first is the independent claim. A game device having a handle, a throat portion and a head portion connected to the throat portion, wherein the improvement comprises a protrusion secured to the handle. This is a Japson claim. Now my dependent claim will be elaborating my first independent claim. So I'm writing here a game device according to claim 1, wherein the protrusion is configured to receive the palm of the user. Okay? Now we will think what could be the next claim. Claim 3 would be a game device according to claim 2, wherein the protrusion is made up of a rubber material. Clear? Or protrusion is made up of a soft material. Now claim 4, a game device according to the claim 3, where the soft material could be rubber, nylon, all this thing you are covering now. Means you can use it for many of the materials. So you are actually having a good coverage on the protrusion. Nobody else can prepare the protrusion because you have already claimed your nylon, your rubber, your anything. Clear? Like this. So in this way your claim can be drafted. Abstract should be written at the last, and it should be drafted in such a way that it should reflect all the technical field of innovation with the existing technical problems, solution to overcome such problems. And remember, they should be drafted in just 150 words, like you write in your review or research papers. And it gives a very good information to all the parties. And at the last, disclaimer. Disclaimer is normally a very legal term that is written by patent agents. That information provided is as per the provided data, and yes, the further scope can incorporate more, like this. So disclaimer can be there, that is has a good impression. Now I just wish to start with some of the mechanical engineering innovations. But before that, I just wish to know if any question is there. I should will be very happy to answer those questions, to interact with you all. Or if you have any suggestions, if you have your own project in your hand, you can ask questions regarding that. And then I think I will start with the your mechanical engineering innovation examples. So I will share the live examples of already granted patents in mechanical engineering. What are the benefits? What were the good things in them? What can be done better? So these things we can discuss. So I think I now suggest. I will say some questions must be asked from all of you. Yeah. So I invite the questions, please.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My question is first, you somewhere mentioned the process of e-filing. Okay. So can you elaborate more regarding e-filing? What's a source for e-filing?
Okay.
Or where we have to e-file it, and what's the process?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Sir, we have to go to the site of Indian Patent Office. That is the URL is www.ipindia.nic.in. In that, we can go for the comprehensive e-filing portal. But for that, you need to register yourself as in the portal. Normally, this portal is being registered by patent agents, and you need digital signature for that. And after this you can start the filing. It is a little bit elaborate process where you have to prepare the forms first, and then all the details must be filed in all the forms given on the e-portal. So portal can be filled, and after filing in those portal you have to fill all your details about your patent applications, and then you have to do the payments. So it is through the comprehensive e-filing portal. You require some normally patent agents do the e-filing. So they have their own digital signatures, their own portal registrations. So they do that. You can go for paper filing also, but it takes time actually. Paper filing takes time. E-filing is a very expedited process. That's a very preferable procedures actually. So you have to register on the portal, and you should have your digital signature, and then you have to fill the content in the portal. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
I
ma'am.
think this is
And
okay.
you,
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay for me. And it's almost, it's a really good session and you covered almost all points. But apart from this, if you want good resources for all these patent basics, can you suggest any good reference for that? We go and search
Yes.
all
Yes.
the basics of patents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Sir, even in the Indian Patent Office website, you can download many of the contents. Many literatures are there. WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization, www.wipo.int. On that website also, because WIPO is a source of information on patents for the world. So they provide all informations about the patent, so you can go through it. I think that these are actually very elaborate thing. Patent laws is itself is very elaborate, cannot be covered. I've just covered like 10 to 15% today, even not 10% in a single lecture. So it takes time actually to go through all the literatures to understand it. But definitely these are very useful things, and they are all available on the website. But WIPO, I suggest, like students could also be suggest to visit the WIPO site. They have all informations.
Good
Thank you,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am. Can I talk now? Ma'am, can you please guide us for the digital signature? Means how we can get it or where to apply?
Yeah, digital signature can be obtained by some agencies. So the digital signature agencies are like eMudra and all are there, where you can get your digital signature. You have to register yourself, and there are charges for that. They charge for like some years or yearly or like 5 years subscriptions are there that you can apply. Yes.
Hello.
Okay, thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Very nice session conducted, madam. Through information you have given.
Thanks.
I have one query. Like nowadays, I'm listening a lot of about Australian patents, and they can be granted within 40 days.
Yeah.
While our Indian patents lot of time. So for which type of patents we should go? Like that query I have.
Yeah, madam, you can file for Australian patent. You have to take permission from Indian Patent Office. You have to inform them, and then you can go for that. Normally, Australian patents are a little bit less stringent process because Australia is a small nation, and then you will get your marketing rights in Australia. Uh, yeah, you can get a patent granted, but what I say that the quality of search, patent search, everything is very good in India. Even India is a search authority for PCT applications, that they search for world patents. All over the patent applicants in the world are choosing the India as the patent search authorities. So I'm not very sure about the like quality of patent system in Australia, but yes, you can get it granted, and you have to market only in Australia and get your patent renewed also in Australia only. You can get it, but the marketing rights are for Australia only.
Okay, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have one question, ma'am. You already mentioned the regarding prior art search. On the WIPO website, it's a good source. So that's
Yes.
sufficient for the prior art, or any other reference is required for that?
Actually, sir, frankly speaking, when I do using WIPO or IP India site, it takes about 6 months. I like 5 years back, I used to apply those sites, but nowadays I use the paid sites. That is PATS here. So if some subscription can be taken for PATS here, PATSEER, PATS here, that will be very good. That is a paid database, and you can, because there are many synonyms in patents. Suppose if I'm taking a motorized or automated, there could be n number of synonyms. So you have to search for synonyms also, because some you may call it a vehicle, somebody may call it another term. So all those terms can be easily found using the paid databases, and that can give you results within 2-3 days. So things will be expedited. Normally patent search can be done through definitely through the free databases like Google Patents are there, then your WIPO patent scope, USPTO, IP India, then your eSpaceNet for European patents. But it's really a very time taking and cumbersome process. Frankly speaking, it takes time. So it has to be very patiently done, because once the novelty part is established, almost patent will be granted. So I usually use the pad share for searching. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes.
I have developed a multi-axis picture, which
Sir,
will
can you
be.
please tell your name so that others can also
Ma'am, my
copy?
name is Gujar, sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
Huh.
Okay.
So I have developed a multi-axis picture, which will be used to hold a tissue specimen under experimental testing.
Okay.
Then my question is how we could use that as a title. I mean, how to write the title for these kind of the innovations.
Sir, title first of all your product. What is your product and what it is doing? So what exactly title you just said to me? You just
Okay.
told me the exact name of the product and what they are doing. So you can just write the same way that you have told to me because it
Okay.
require in that way only name of product and what it does, and it should be within 15 words.
Okay.
It can be
Okay,
done.
ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, any other question? In the next session, I will explain you about the mechanical engineering patents. And if you wish, I can give you some insights about patent search also. So it would be fully like, it would be a full session on that. Any other question if you wish to ask? Any other project if you wish to have your query, whether it is like can be done or not?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Rinkita Taide, PCCA student in Civil Department.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm working on a project called Modular Brick. I made that brick by using different types of industrial waste, and I've tested that brick, and test results are very excellent. And I want to file patent on it.
Good, good.
So, should I go for this, or should I file a patent on making the brick, or what should I do?
No, no, no. First, you go for the patent search. You see that
Okay.
earlier it has not been done. So once
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have
I search it.
Oh, you have searched it. Great. Then go and file for your provisional application. Get your priority date because you know, ma'am, today just now you have discussed it with me, and I think many people are listening. So this is the way that the invention normally get leaked. And if somebody can think in the same direction and can file a provisional application, you can lose your priority or your rights over your innovation. So whenever you think that it is done and you have already done your patent search, first thing you should go for a provisional filing, and then you can discuss with others, and then you can go for filing your complete specification. So I always suggest, like anybody, students especially, that once your innovation is in your hand, never ever even discuss with your close friends too, because you know friends are like that. They say, oh, my friend is so sincere, so genius, she has prepared like this, like that, and it goes from one to another, and somebody may publish a paper over that, a review paper. So you may lose the novelty. So it can happen, and somewhere people are very unaware of that. So one case has happened in that actually the innovator was unaware that his or her innovation is leaked. So patent office actually considered that issue, and uh, but it was justified, and patent office considered, okay, the innovator was unaware, and because of the some friend it has been leaked. So patent office considered his patent application. So it happens. Yeah. Any other question, please? Okay. So you can like keep your questions also in hand tomorrow, whenever we will meet again, and you can ask questions further. Then you can bring your projects.
If students are having any questions, please ask. Any students want to ask something, please. Okay, all right. Uh, Thank you for Dr. Prachi ma'am for giving insights of patents in today's session. We also have session 2 on tomorrow at the same time. So I request to all participants, please join on a time, and please keep ready with your all queries or any doubts so that you can have the discussion with ma'am and to clarify these things. Okay. So thank you very much, ma'am. Once again, tomorrow we will meet definitely at the same time. Thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you all participants. Have a nice day. Thank you. Now you can leave from the session, please.